Hi everyone, it's been a couple of days since I posted my last video, and that 1 second fucking censorship that anyway, wrote on my hand last night to watch something at 3 o'clock and it's now 4 o'clock on the Sunday, and I completely forgot to write me out to listen to my own message, but that's me being a bad memory thing. Anyway, looking at the Daily Echo website, www.bournemouthecho.co.uk, Cllr Whittaker, one of our local councillors, has reignited the old ice rink debate. Now, for decades, a secretive cabal of property developers have wanted to redevelop Kings Park, which is our biggest area of green space here in Bournemouth, right? And particularly here in Boscombe, and they want to put an ice rink on there. And 12 months ago we had the same debate, the same arguments came out, and the majority of people said, yeah, the ice rink's brilliant. Fucking idiots! Has nobody thought of the energy cost of producing all that ice just so that a few people can go running, ice skating around? God, it makes me so mad, but not mad enough to be sectioned under the Mental Health Act. Ha 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 ha. But again, Cllr Whittaker, why are you mentioning redevelopment of Kings Park when your whole government institution is broken? Is it to deflect our attention away from this important political reform agenda, which the Tory leader David Cameron has, and his cultural expletive deleted Nick Clegg, Vice President of Britain and the world, has said is essential if we are to maintain the trust of the electorate? But no, they want to develop a really nice open space, and maybe I'll take my dog up there tomorrow and I'll show you the kind of thing that they mean. Alright? But for a councillor of Cllr Whittaker's reputation to propose a mad idea, mutually assured destructive idea like an ice rink on Greenland, is mutually exclusive. How much does it cost to make an ice field the size of an ice rink? How much does it cost to build an ice rink? How much does it cost the environment to keep maintaining an ice rink? And the only possible way that you can make it cost effective is if you put 1 million acres of solar power on the roof. And as I noted from the Bournemouth Echo's June desktop wallpaper, which nicely shows an overview of the town centre and the Bournemouth International Centre in particular, there are millions of acres of redundant roof space and surfaces like those buildings over there that could be used for solar power. Now, if Cllr Whittaker says, following the consultation of last year, we the council have decided that if any development on Kings Park must include 100% green sustainable solar power on the roof, then I would probably support the idea, simply to get that amount of solar power onto the national agenda and into the local environment. Because I, for one, believe that solar power on all our roofs is probably the best idea of this century. It is certainly a better idea than blowing the crap out of Iraq, Afghanistan, sentry duty on the poppy fields of Afghanistan and blowing up Iran or Israel or any other fucking country on this planet. And as you can see, I'm deeply moved, upset and fucking frustrated by the idiots like Cllr Whittaker. And for the record, I hereby formally declare Cllr Whittaker of one of the borough wards of Bournemouth to be nothing less than a fucking idiot. And Cllr Whittaker, you are quite welcome to sue me for libel. Then maybe in a court environment we can prove that you are in fact an idiot and that you are secretly planning to destroy the world. And Cllr Whittaker, along with all the Zionist fascist pigs of this fucking world, can all go to bloody jail. And I wish people would phone me up and say, Steve, I really want to help you make a case against people like Cllr Whittaker and Obama and Bush and Queen Elizabeth II and all those fascist dictators who think nothing of killing us. Millions of us, like there are millions that have been killed in Iraq. There are thousands of us that die in hospital every bloody year from so-called prescribed drugs like my father. And maybe secretly I'm still upset at my father's prescribed murder. But there's fuck all I can do about it because I got more important things to worry about, and to be honest, my dad is better off fucking dead. And don't worry if YouTube fucking censors this because of all the fucking bad fucking motherfucking language. And it's not really helpful to my case for me to be fucking swearing all the fucking time. But why do idiots get elected to Parliament, to government, to local councils? It's because they can be easily manipulated by those that are in control. People like the former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, who quite happily talks about genocide as being a part of the normal change environment, and people like Obama, who have been possibly even genetically engineered to persuade us that genocide is actually a good idea. And this Rachel Corrie affair is just another example where Israeli Mossad fucking special forces killed 10 to 20 people, the spurious offence of heading towards Gaza with several hundred tons of humanitarian aid, which ties in with one of my sci-fi ideas called Red Star Comanche, where they basically build an army to protect humanitarian aid convoys independently of government, kind of like the International Rescue Service, which was popularised by Gene Roddenberry's Thunderbirds. Was it Gene Roddenberry? Who was it who did Thunderbirds? Anyway, you know who I mean. The guy that did Thunderbirds. I can't remember. Oh, I can't. My memory is crap. I can't remember who invented Thunderbirds. But anyway, that international rescue theme was, I got some graphics about it, and I wrote it in my first book, The Trifuge Inheritance. Available on demand, in addition to my bedsit film on Facebook, where I've published the Blood Singer Chronicles, chapters 1 to 5. So, if we need political fundamental reform, which I and many others are arguing for, then why the hell is Cllr Whittaker trying to distract us with ideas, mad ideas like the ice rink in King's Park? And well, I've written a few comments about it on the Daily Echo Bournemouth website, and for now it's up there and probably gets censored because I fucking swear all the fucking time. And yes, and the last point before I switch off, the word bollocks is a legal term that describes nonsense law, and the Daily Echo website have censored the word bollocks, even though it's not offensive and is actually a legally defined term. So if you stand up in court and say the word "this is bollocks," then the court is obliged to agree with you because it is bollocks. Anyway, my name is Stephen J. Humphrey. Log in to vote Stephen J. Humphrey on Facebook or A41Dog on YouTube and let me know what you think, and I'll post this straight away. Ciao.